Hello everybody, how are you guys? Today we're going to be speaking about solving quadratic functions with the quadratic formula. Now this lesson might seem a little bit overwhelming at first, but with practice and with the right foundations, you'll be a scholar in this at no time. This is the equation for the quadratic formula. You'll want to memorize this because we're going to use this in our problem that we're going to do right now. It's negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a. Look familiar? Well, this negative b over 2a is the axis of symmetry. And this b squared minus 4ac is a discriminant. In a nutshell, the discriminant is it tells how much solutions you're going to have. I'll tell you about that in more depth in the next video, so stay tuned. But in a nutshell, that's what it was, and let's get started with our problem. Now our problem is 3x squared. 3x squared is equal to 13x minus 4. 13x minus 4. And we're going to want to follow the standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. I might want to write that down. Ax squared plus bx plus c, because we're going to need these values. But let's write in standard form to match this right over here. Well, I'm going to move this 3, right? So this 3x squared plus 13x minus 4 is equal to 0. And if you're wondering how I got this 0, it's from here. I moved this, there was a 0 here, and I moved this 3x, so only 0 would be left alone. Now, in the next step, we know that we have it in standard form. Now, what we're going to want to do is use this equation. Let's use different colors. For A, we'll use red. For blue, we'll use B. And for green, we'll use 4, negative 4 in this case. Now, using this, let's solve. So, we have our B value. I'm just gonna stick to white. Our b value here will be positive 13, and I'm gonna put this within parentheses so we can distribute this negative this negative that we get over here. This negative, right? So plus minus the square root of b. What's b? 13. That's right. So 13 squared. We already know this is 169, but I'll save that to the next step. Minus 4 times. What's a in this case? A in this case is, that's right, negative 3, as I have in red. And c in this case will be negative 4. Now, we have to do the bottom part, of course. So 2 times our a value here, negative 3. And let's move on to the next step on the side here. We're running out of space. Don't worry, the lesson's nearly done. So negative 13 plus minus the square root of, let me do this work off the side here, 169. This is positive 12, negative 48. So 169 minus 48. And what is 169 minus 48? Well, I know that it is 121. I did that in my head. Over negative 6. Why don't we solve this? We're nearly done. So, what's the square root of positive 121? Well, easy. That's 11. Plus minus 11 over negative 6. Now, what happens here is we have two options, because it's plus minus. What essentially means it could be either a plus or a minus. So, with our solutions, we're going to both add up top and subtract down below. Let me show you what I mean. So, negative 13 minus 11. Or, sorry, I meant plus 11. I'll save the minus for the bottom. Over negative 6. That would be negative 2 over negative 6. Negatives cancel out and simplifies down to positive 1/3. So this will be our first solution. And why don't we add that? If we add, no, I mean subtract. Sorry about that. I'm making a lot of mistakes today. But don't worry about mistakes. They're quite good for the evolution of us. And once I divide, I realize that these solutions are Let me write that down here. Are +4 and +1/3. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you learned quite a bit today. See ya.